separate. It's the UCF Knights and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, checking in with the Knights head coach before the game. He has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Knights ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Offense in a split backfield. And the RPO got it. Turning it on! They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Hits inside, it's Knight. Might have a chance. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got it run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to blow up now and start doing something.
Man, you got to love the offense coming out with a plan. They're going to feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Imaliava. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Right side, it's Ellis. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Never getting stopped on that second down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
It is good! And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Got him on the RPO. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion. We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. A handoff for Watson. There's a crease. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big 1st down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Knights! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Under pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Motion from the wideout. 3rd down in the gun, Iamaleava. Rush right in his face. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Looking for a man, it's Barnett. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, and in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Tight end now in motion. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's got it. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. Fresh center downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Charles. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage where the corner's right up on him.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! He got it, beat down in bounds. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Iamaleava. Here comes the heat. And he never had a chance.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Say it in the gun on 3rd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, it's Knight. Sees an alley. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Play fake, Nico Iamaleava. Caught in the backfield, it's Knight. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game, and you saw a great example of that right there.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Big guy smells it. Makes the grab, it down immediately. He picks up a few.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Rolls right. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He'll throw it. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
To the air, it's Barnett. They'll run the screen. He'll be stopped a couple of yards short. Needed to get it to the 35, but they'll spot it at the 33, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Knights line up to punt it away. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Trying to make one miss. He gets a block. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Takes the handoff. It's Knight. There he goes. The 20. Inside the touchdown. Bruins. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Sets his feet. It's Barnett. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes a grab. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Drops back on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. It's caught. Line of room to the right. Touchdown Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. This drive will open from the 15. Changing the routes with his receivers. Straight ahead, it's Knight. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll ride him again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. On the run deep down the right side. And it's slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. He can get this one up in the wind. It ought to carry for a while. Trying to take it back. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Right side, it's Thomas. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Fresh set of downs going up top. They're all over him. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in a 3rd down situation, knowing exactly where the 1st down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He was very smart. He got out, he took off running, knew exactly where he had to get to keep his offense on the field.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. It is perfect. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start with Baylor in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Bears with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. They now move to 9-0 on the season, one of the best starts in the history of the program. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Out wide right, it's Charles. Lots of room to run. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That last big play has him in business. Just outside the zone, it's 1st and 10. Here's the give to Watson. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him.
It's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? I don't know if it was. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. So 1st down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. Handoff for Watson. Maybe some room here, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCF! His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. From deep, it's Morgan. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Throwing, Imaliava dumps it to the back. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Knights! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Play fake, Iamaleava. On the move. He turns it loose to the left. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Motion from the back. Laterals it back. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They'll move the wide receiver. Here's a give to Watson. All over him immediately.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got.
It's a seam wide open. He's at the 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UCF! They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
UCLA 17.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. A handoff for Watson. Oh, he's got some space.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
It's first down from the 11. The give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in third down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow, try to get some penetration, try to make a big play on first and goal that can maybe back them up.
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Knights! Great job by the back on the option.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they did tack on the extra point.
UCLA 17.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give on the counter. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Cuts it upfield. It's Lee. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Play action, Iamaleava. Extending the play. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds the tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that 3rd down here on the 3rd play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Right back to it. Runs through the tackle. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Iamaleava on the play action. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays, and now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Fields the punt. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On the run, it's Chambers. Turning it on. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Pass to 6.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Breaks the tackle and runs through another one. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Trying to run, it's Watson.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long.